Tuition Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Relevance of biology to agriculture. The following are classification of plants. Biological classification include 1. Algae, 2. Bryophyta, 3. Tracheophyta. For the algae, examples are Spirogyra and Cladospora. For the Bryophyta, they have no true roots, stems, and leaves. Examples are mosses and liverworts. For the Tracheophyta, they have true leaves, stems, roots, and are vascularized. Examples are ferns, horsetail seeds, plants, gymnosperms, and flowering plants. Agricultural classification. We have 1. Plants with fibers. These range from jute to cotton, oil palm, date palm, and cactus. 2. Plants with oils. Examples are oil palm, castor oil, coconut, melon seeds, etc. Plants with latex. Examples are para rubber and milk bush. 4. Cereals. Examples are rice, maize, and guinea corn. 5. Fruits. Examples are mangoes, pineapples, apples, etc. Legumes. Examples are cowpeas, groundnuts, soya beans, etc. 7. Root crops. Examples are cassava, yam, potatoes, etc. 8. We have spices. Examples are pepper, ginger, etc. Number 9. Vegetables. Examples are fluted pumpkins, tomatoes, lettuce, and amaranthus. Beverages. Examples are coffee, cola nuts, cocoa, and cane sugar. Classification based on life cycle. 1. Ephemerals. 2. Annuals. 3. Biennials. 4. Perennials. For ephemerals, plants have few weeks life cycle. Examples are waterleaf and amaranthus. For annuals, plants with 1 year life cycle. Examples are maize, rice, tomatoes, etc. For biennials, these are flowering plants whose life cycle lasts 2 years. Examples are onions and carrots. For perennials, these are plants with more than 2 years life cycle. Examples are oil palm tree, mangoes, cashew tree, oranges, and guava trees. The following are effects of agricultural activities on ecological systems. 1. Bush clearing. 2. Bush burning. 3. Tillage. 4. Application of chemicals like fertilizer and herbicide application. 5. Effects of farming of ecological system. Shifting cultivation, animal production, commercial trees also affects the ecological system. Different types of farming. There are different types of farming which include 1. Arable farming, 2. Pastoral farming, 3. Dairy farming, and 4. Mixed farming. Arable farming refers to the cultivation of crop plants alone, whereas pastoral, the act of rearing grazing animals only. Dairy refers to the rearing of animals just solely for the production of milk, whereas mixed farming is integration of both animals and crop production. There are 6 farming practices used in Nigeria, and as follows. 1. Shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation, it is where a local farmer farms on a piece of land consistently for 1 or 2 years. The land is left fallow and uncultivated or unplanted for so many years before coming back to start cultivation. For crop rotation, here the crops are rotated on a 4, 5, or 6 years basis. For bush fallowing, in this case, any farmland is allowed to rest fallow for a considerable period of about 15 to 20 years. Pastoral farming, which includes nomadic herding and ranching. Nomadic herding, herdsmen move about from place to place with his animals to look for green pastures and water supply during dry season. For ranching, the pasture is properly managed to provide feed and water all the year round. Mixed farming. This system of farming is where a farmer grows a crop and in addition keeps livestock, e.g., pigs, goats, sheep, cattle or poultry. He uses manure produced by the animals to enrich his soil for optimum yields. Lastly, monocropping. In this practice, one crop, for example rice, is planted on a piece of land at any given time. This system is not very common among majority of small-scale farmers in Nigeria. Due to pests and diseases involved in agriculture, pests could be controlled through various methods. However, pests are living organisms that cause physical damage to man, animals, and crops. For example, crops like beans are affected by bean weevils. Crops like rice are affected by rice weevils. Crops like maize are affected by maize weevils. Crops like coffee, cocoa, cola, orange are affected by leaf mines, and etc. The following are methods of pest control. 1. Cultural control. This involves using plowing, tilling, crop rotation, right spacing of seeds and rates per hectare in controlling the spread of pests. For biological control, this involves introduction of parasites or predators or diseases known to be natural enemies of these pests. Use of resistant varieties. Some breed of crops, after so many years of research, have been known to resist pest attack. This is the work of plant breeders, pathologists, and farmers alike. For chemical control, chemicals like gamalin 20, fumigants like carbon tetrachloride and methyl bromide are useful. Quarantine. Whenever any new crops or animals are to be brought into the country, they are first of all kept in quarantine for thorough inspection. This is to prevent imported pests and diseases. How can one improve farm yield? 1. Soil fertility. 2. Viable seeds and grains. 3. Crops must be stored in silos or barns to avoid pest infection. 4. Plant breeders should aim at having improved varieties which possess qualities like early maturity, resistance to disease, and high yield. 5. Improved livestock with high milk, egg, and meat production. Causes of wastage of food. 1. Inability to store properly. 2. Attack by pests. 3. Inability to cook or accumulate what it needs. 4. Poor harvesting method resulting in damages. 5. Unavailability of market. Importance of food storage are as follows. 1. Food is economized. 2. Perishable foods is saved from spoiling. 3. Food is saved for pest infestation. 4. Provision of reserves. The following are methods of food preservation. 1. Canning and bottling. 2. Dehydration. 3. Osmotic preservation through the use of salts or sugar. 4. Smoking. 5. Freezing. Freezing prevents spoilage as only very few organisms can thrive at a very low temperature. 6. The use of refrigeration goes a long way to preserving foodstuffs like vegetables and fruits. 7. Pasteurization is very effective when it's rapidly cooled. 8. Sterilization through ultra heat treatment. 9. Food additives such as natural inhibitors such as lactic acids, fatty acids, acetic acids, alcohol, artificial additives as sodium benzoate, tricloacetic acid, and sulfur dioxide.